those things. So becoming a man doesn't mean growing hair on my chest.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even though that's part of it.
Maybe just a little bit. Yeah.
There's a lot of physical specimens that are male, but it takes true blessed male to become a man.
There's some real, I mean, when I think of like the most manly men that I think of, I mean, I don't even think about like, it's not the physical feats, right? Like sometimes we think about that, right? Like the strongest guy, the guy that, you know, can run the longest or work the hardest or whatever, right? But it's about sacrifice.
Yeah.
What are you willing to put on the line? I mean, you know, I think it's First Peter, maybe from Second Peter. But for to this you have been called because Christ also suffered for you.
Oh man, yes.
Leaving you an example so that you should follow in his steps. Mm-hmm. We're called to live lives of extreme sacrifice, to not make it about us all the time. You know, I think about like my life. I think about, you know, I've got a regular job. I've got this church that I'm carrying. I've got this platform and all this stuff. And on the surface, I can't do it. Mm-hmm. I can't do it. I cannot wear all of those hats and do all of the things that I need to. And I can't pour my heart out in all these different places. Yeah. But because of God and because of surrendering to the way that God is moving in my life, I can do it. Yeah. And I can do it exuberantly. And I can do it without setting 15 alarms on my phone that it's time to wake up on Sunday morning because I got to be somewhere. I spring out of bed because this is God's call on my life. And I'm willing to sacrifice for the way that God has moved in my life. I'm willing to sacrifice for my wife, for my child. I'm willing to sacrifice for my friends when they need me. I'm willing to sacrifice for my congregation when they need me. I'm willing to sacrifice for this random stranger when they need me because Jesus did it first. Mm-hmm. Showed me how to do it. And God empowers me to do it. Mm-hmm. And that's our responsibility as men, right? To lead by example.
That's such a good thing, man. And I'm telling you, you've been able to do this for me in my life since we were really young at age. And you were like one of my brothers for life, Absolutely. One of my brothers in Christ. And I thank you so much for just being there in my life and being like one of those role models that I look up to, honestly, Mike, for real.
Gotta be side by